after death. Is waiting for the rest, but I can't feel my breath. Time after death, I'll wait for you. On the other side of town, heaven, if that's what I found, then there I'll wait for you. And they'll say a little prayer for the two lovers got lost here. Kiss your fingertips, though my eyes stare the coffin lid. A love like this is stronger than death, so I'll still kiss your fingertips. Say a little prayer for the two lovers got lost here. Time after death, is waiting for the rest, but I can't feel my breath. Time after death.
Wow, that's great. That was awesome. Your voices blend so amazingly, like they become one voice, you know, like there's this almost a third harmony that kicks in or something there. You get an overtone. So you guys, I saw you at Acoustic Cafe and then went out and saw you, and I was just blown away and asked you to come on the show. And I was reading a little bit about your background, and you want to kind of give me an idea of how you, met and how that all came together. This guy, you're from Pittsburgh, right? And you're from New York.
New York City, yeah.
Yeah. So how did you become a band?
Well, I moved to Pittsburgh about 2-3 years ago. And I started going to Club Cafe open mic. And I met tons of people. I was really embraced in that community, which was awesome. Because in New York, it's very competitive. So it's like you're not really embraced. So I met somebody named Nathan Zub. You know.
Zub. Known to all of us as Zub.
Guy is they went to college together, so I kind of just met Guy through Zub, and we just clicked. I don't know.
Yeah, it was sort of, there was a period of time where I wasn't going to Acoustic Cafe as often. I had something else going on Monday nights, and Morgan and Zub in that period of time sort of became pretty good friends. And I had seen Morgan play and sort of was aware of who she was, knew that she was incredible, but we had never met and really talked. And then one time Zub and I were doing a gig together, and Morgan just came along to hang out, and we went out for drinks afterwards and hit it off and said, hey, we should play music sometime.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like,
because at that time I was
crazy.
like open to anything,
yeah,
music wise, like anyone who wanted to jam. And then we played. We did 2 covers. One was "If I Fell" by the Beatles.
Oh, that's a great song.
Yeah, and
good song
and
for harmony too.
And the other one was
You Can Close Your Eyes by James Taylor.
That's another one of my
And when we
favorite
sang
songs.
them, we were just like...
We did them.
Yeah.
We played them, and then we went to a couple of open mics and played them, and got
they
such
were
a
all
good
like,
response. And then we said, why don't we start writing songs together? And
Yeah.
it just sort of like went like wildfire. We just wrote and wrote and wrote. That first month, we wrote probably about like 15 songs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just in that first month. And then the first year, we had like 70.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was out of control because
Yeah.
Morgan was writing a song every day. I was writing like 2 or 3 a week for the first couple of months.
Wow.
There. It was
That's what
kind of
happens
like
when you live alone and, and you just don't have anything
So it was
to do.
inspiring. You guys were
Yeah.
like, just like,
Yeah.
wow, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
inspiring, and it's really lights the passion underneath your feet. And
Yeah.
I had never been that prolific, and I mean, I don't know how anyone could possibly be as
Well,
prolific
writing
as
songs
Morgan.
for me is like, you know how like some people write in a journal every day, like
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that, or whatever. That's my way of getting it out. Like,
Yeah.
that's my journal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Guy, you went to CMU. Is that
Mhm.
what I read?
Yeah, I did.
You were a music major, and
Yeah, sort of. I was
And-
one of those like interdisciplinary programs that
oh, okay.
you know, you spend 4 years just doing a little of this, a little of that, and you don't really have much of a future.
Yeah. So, and you have a piano tuning business,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I do to sort of pay the rent, pay the bills.
Wow, that's cool.
And Morgan actually helps me with scheduling and finding customers and stuff.
Is that a family thing? Like,
No, no.
just
I picked it up at CMU. I was working there in the summer. I wasn't even while I was a student. And I met Peter Stumpf, who's the piano technician there,
Mhm.
and he's just a really cool guy. And it was in the summer. There weren't too many people in the building, and we just got coffee one day and just really hit it off. And we ended up, he was telling me about what he did, and I thought, that sounds really interesting. And I feel like I have a lot of the right skill set for that. And
Mhm.
it turned out I was right. I picked up really quickly, and within a year, I was tuning professionally.
Wow, so then that's kind of probably a forgotten trade, or,
Mhm.
you know, with
Yeah.
all the electronic keyboards and digital
Mhm.
pianos and everything.
Yeah.
But still, when a grand piano shows up on, you're going to record.
It's gotta be tuned.
It
Yeah.
has to be tuned.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
know. Well, hey, I'll ask Morgan when we come back about your background a little bit too. But you guys want to dig in and play us another song? In case you just joined us, you're listening to Acoustic Songs Live, and we have Broken Fences in the studio here at WNJR Studios, and you can listen live at WNJR.org. We do stream, and also at 91.7 FM. We're recording a podcast and video that will be up on the Acoustic Songs website after the show. And what are you guys going to play for us?
And we're going to play Simplicity.
This is Simplicity by Broken Fences.
Are you ready to go out? Do you think it's gonna hurt? 'Cause I could see you in and out. Always fade in front of you, scared I don't know what to do, or where to put my eyes. But I can see the colors of simplicity. I can see the colors of simplicity. Oh my. It's so I didn't do a thing. I'm just sitting here to sing. Disappointment is rising. Could we wait another day? Hopefully this goes away. No, I'm not helping much. I can see trying to make amends to myself and everyone. I don't wanna hold a gun anymore, 'cause I might twitch a little bit. I can see the colors of simplicity. I can see the colors of simplicity. Oh, I can see the sun. 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 Oh, I can see the sun.
Wow. I just like gonna close my eyes and kick back, and I just imagine myself like in a big field somewhere. And,
Yeah.
You know, it really does paint this visual picture,
That's
you know,
awesome.
to me. Is that what you think of when you write
yeah.
stuff? Like, is it visually something you're trying to imagine, or?
For me at least, it's more emotional.
Okay.
Is it visual for you?
Well, I think for me, like when I'm writing, it's similar. It's more emotional. It's definitely
Maybe there
about
is a
like
little
experiences.
Bit of a story.
But the experience of performing it and listening to it is
Oh,
more
yeah.
visual.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I find, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely listening to music is more visual.
Mhm.
Writing's more emotional. I don't know.
I feel like a very visual component when we perform, but it's
Mhm.
more like colors than it is anything vivid like a field.
Yeah.
Although, you know, when we're thinking about like music videos and stuff, that certainly comes into play.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, that's what
Mhm.
I'm thinking video. I'm like, wow,
Mhm.
that would be really cool, you know, to see the sun. Anyway, so Morgan, I was looking over, and you were born in New York, in Bronx, and you, it says, are 23, and...
We need to update that.
and says that you
24.
were an industry veteran, so you started out pretty young, writing and playing in
Yeah,
New York City?
basically. Yeah, I feel like I've been writing songs since I can remember. I took piano lessons when I was really little, and I always kind of like rebelled against, you know, following the structure of like, here, play this song. I was always like, I want to play this, like improv and
that's something we shared.
Yeah.
We both we thought it was an interesting parallel how we both had an older sister about the same age.
Yeah.
And we both sets of siblings took piano lessons, and Morgan and I both like to just sort of play around on the piano and improvise and make things up.
songs.
But we didn't like to actually like learn the book.
Yeah.
And our sisters were both like perfect, and
Yeah,
they would always have their song just right at their lesson.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I think that I'm the same way. So
Yeah.
it's what did I had like the Mel Bay book. Remember that, like on
Yeah.
guitar.
Yeah.
That didn't last long. It was like I think I had to learn like Twinkle Twinkle Little
Yeah.
Star or something, and
We songwriters
Yeah.
aren't really by the book.
Yeah.
no, I made up. You know, I'd start playing something, and then the next thing you know,
Yeah.
it's a song. You know, it's like
Exactly.
something else. You know, and yeah, so that's cool. So did you do the New York kind of, you know, folk thing, like some of the clubs there, open mic things, or did
I
you?
started going to open mics when I was in college. I grew up in the punk scene mostly, and then when I went to college, I went to an art school, a film school. So, and I actually dropped out of film school like in the middle of my third year because somebody I met wanted to go on tour. So I just went on tour, and I found out I really liked it, and then I just dropped out, and then toured more, and
Yeah.
then started going open mics, and then moved to Pittsburgh.
So you were doing punk music,
Well,
like
no,
electric? Was
I
it
mean,
plugged in
like-
punk like that? Like what
Well,
kind
I'd
of?
only go to shows. Like I
Oh,
was
okay.
in the punk scene, but no one like at home. I was playing folk.
Okay.
Like no one knew. It was a secret.
Was CBGB still open then?
Yeah.
Was
yeah.
it?
I remember like when it closed, we all went and said and like said goodbye.
Yeah.
It was pretty much over by the time like I was growing up, though. You know, like no one famous was going there.
Yeah.
The scene was pretty much dead.
Yeah. But it was an icon, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. How about you? Did you start playing like when you were young too, like out doing?
Well, I was in a series of mostly one metal band in high school. Well, actually, I was. They were in high school. The other bandmates. I was in middle school.
Can't you tell by his black shirt?
you were doing metal.
Yeah, I was.
Like
I was
what
a metalhead.
kind? Like cover stuff.
Oh no, I mean I wrote metal songs, but like the funny thing is,
I know.
the funny thing is,
Can you do one? No.
No, I wanted to be a shredder. I wanted to play like, you know, Kirk Hammett from Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
That was my thing. But as I got older, I kind of started withdrawing a little bit from that band. And even though I was writing most of the songs and everything, it was kind of like, I think it was James Taylor that did it. I really blame him that pulled me out of the metal scene. Cause
really?
My parents had always played me James Taylor growing up, and I guess I had just never heard the right songs or something, but I heard the album One Man Dog, which is still maybe my favorite album of all time.
Wow.
And
when did that? Was that like one of his first ones, or was
it? It was sort of early, but not at the beginning. I think it was like maybe 72 or something like that.
Okay.
And it's really different from all the other albums, but I just got so into it, and then like when I'd be playing metal, I'd just be thinking like I kind of want to be playing acoustic guitar and singing pretty songs. Like,
Yeah.
and that sort of just continued.
Yeah. And you know, it's always better because you do attract women that way as opposed to metal. It's like more guys. You know,
for
like,
sure.
Yeah. No, I hear you because he was a big influence of mine too. So it's like a unique style of playing and everything. So so you guys started playing here in Pittsburgh together, and you released your first album
June 1st.
June 1st this year.
Yes.
And it really has gotten a lot of recognition from what I've been reading. Like, I know they're playing it on the air on a lot of stations here. I won't mention because it's, you know, but here in Pittsburgh you can hear it in rotation. And you guys were just in Philadelphia on Gene Shea's show playing.
Yeah, that was over the weekend. Sunday night we did that, and then we came back for a day, and then went to Nashville. And played a show down
Very
there.
busy.
Wow. So do you have did you do a tour when you did the CD release? And
We did.
Yeah.
We kind of made a loop. I think the farthest we went was Nashville.
Well, we went to Rock
I always
Island,
say that
Illinois.
because
We did a session for daytrotter.com, which that should be any day now. That should be going in, up on their site. But that was sort of like we planned the tour around that. That's in Rock Island, Illinois, just across the Mississippi from Iowa. So we had lunch.
I
in
was
Iowa.
there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At Daytrotter?
no, I was on Rock Island. Yeah.
That was really fun. We hit a few cities on the way there, and then a few cities on the way back, and we did, I think it was 7 cities in 7 days. And it was really fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely want to do more extensive tours.
And one of your songs is on TV, right, or something? I just saw it.
Yeah. It's
What's
on, our song "Wait," which was like the first song that we wrote, was on Flashpoint, which is big in Canada, but also here in the States. And just recently, "Necessary Roughness."
Cool.
Yeah.
So everybody tune in, and I think that's always really neat how that happens. You know, like certain artists get on. What was the big television show that started doing that a lot? The hospital show. I can't remember. But
I assume it's not ER.
No.
Scrubs.
No. The one that was filmed in Seattle. I think they started putting a lot of like singer-songwriter stuff on there. But so in case you just joined us, we have Broken Fences here in the studio, and you guys want to play another song for us?
New Consequence? This is a song called Consequence.
Consequence. Okay, cool.
It doesn't matter much at all. Things that have pulled me under can never pad my fall. Oh, oh. I go to the meetings anyway. To help me forget or to remember to stay awake. Oh, only certain days have gone to waste. I live for obsession, but only certain things can turn me on. Now I'm all in over my head. Can I descend forever? Can I descend forever? You build the wall so that you break free. Start again. I refuse to write a song of meaning or of consequence. Oh. Money can weigh your body down. Chasing what never mattered before it came around. Oh, nothing special, no, never deserving any more than the poor boy I am. Or am I rich? No, never mind. But it doesn't matter anyway. Still I'll be chasing what I can. Still I'll be chasing what I can. You build the wall so that you break free. Start again. I refuse to write a song. Refuse to write a song. Refuse to write a song of meaning or of consequence. Oh,
I thought it was going to end like a couple times there, but I wasn't sure. Because I was like, it would pause, and
Yeah.
is that the end?
Dramatic pause.
Yeah.
Dramatic.
Yeah, nice. I was just looking over your blog about your trip down to Nashville and everything, and
Yeah.
sounds like somebody needs to learn how to drive a stick.
Yeah.
Is that what you put?
I know, right?
Yeah, actually, we had a couple lessons, and Morgan, I drive a stick, and
I drive automatic. It's
Morgan,
so different.
Yeah, Morgan doesn't. But we had a couple lessons, and Morgan was like picking it up really fast. But then it's just like we never remember to have another lesson, and then it's like, oh, we're leaving tomorrow. You still can't drive stick. Okay, I guess I'm doing all the driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, and driving with a stick on the hills in Pittsburgh is
Yeah. It's daunting.
It's good practice, because then when I go to other cities, it's like, wow, this is easy.
Yeah, it is. But well, once you get out on the highway, pretty
Yeah,
much
yeah.
you put it in 50.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gone.
Cruise
you
control
know.
too.
Yeah, true. You just it's nice to have. So I was looking at how was your trip to Nashville, and tell me a little bit about what happened down there. You went to the Americana Music Fest.
Yeah, it was. We played like a satellite show of that. It wasn't a showcase, but the Douglas Corner Cafe where we played is one of the venues, and we played with someone we met when we were down there last time, singer-songwriter named Jeremy West, and he is really fun. And
Yeah, cool
really
dude.
Cool dude. Yeah, we like him. And also with Arlen Roth and his daughter Lexi, who they played right before us, and they put on a really good show too. It was fun to share stage.
Yeah. You were talking about that before and Arlen Roth, for folks that don't know, he's the guy who did all the guitar work in the movie Crossroads, all the blues stuff, and he's pretty famous guy, you know, like out there in guitar land.
That's awesome.
He has an instructional series like on was it Hot Licks? I think it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Arlen Roth's Hot Licks. Yeah, I remember. Man, that's like I had to reach deep into the brain cells on that one. So the trip down to Nashville, and you guys also were in Philadelphia. Tell me a little bit about what happened there.
Well, we went there to go on the folk show for Gene Shea's World Cafe show, and I guess it's like a little segment in that whole show thing. It was fun. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, it was kind of similar to this. We played and chatted, and met another musician we did a half hour, and we split an hour with another musician whose name escapes me right now, but he was really good, and we had fun. Yeah. He gave us a kazoo, and we have that in the car, and Morgan keeps going playing it.
I know.
Gene gave you a kazoo?
No, the other artist who was there.
It was like a promotional thing, and I'm like, wow.
But Gene cracked us up. He was really
He's
funny.
a funny guy.
Yeah.
He's been doing the Philadelphia Folk Festival thing there too for
Forever.
I think 30 years.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a really cool scene of musicians in Philly. It's just so big, though. It's like, you know.
Yeah, the weird thing is, like, when we go to all these places, like, because we have to make, like, quick stops, do this show, do whatever show, and then you don't really get a feel for the city. Like, we were in Chicago for one of our shows on tour, and we really liked the city, and we actually had a day to explore it a little bit, but we still didn't get, like, the full...
Chicago's so big.
I know, but it's, like, hard to... Because I'm from New York City, so I try to, like, gauge everything on what I know, you know? So it's, like, I can't tell if it's bigger than New York City or if it's the same size. I don't know. It's just so weird.
Yeah.
Kind of throws you off.
I was there a couple times in Chicago, and driving around it is
it's confusing.
Yeah, but just like going around it, if you get stuck in traffic at rush hour, is the
nightmare.
I mean, it's bad in New York, but it just like, oh my God! It seems like it took me 5 hours to go around Chicago. You know, to go from Illinois to
miles.
like, oh, I'm in Indiana now. Thank God. You know,
It's kind of one of those cities like New York. Like, if I moved to Chicago, I would sell my car. Like, I wouldn't need it.
Yeah.
You know.
We actually parked the car in this. The guy a friend of mine we were staying with knew of a place like 15 blocks from his apartment, and we just parked the car. We dropped all our stuff off, parked the car, and left it for 2 days.
Yeah, because it was like, you don't want to move it.
It was in a construction zone, and then there was like a thick layer of dust on the car when we got back.
Oh no. No, that's like one of my favorite TV shows is Louis C.K.
Oh yeah, Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see it?
I watched. I didn't see last night's episode, but I watched the week before last night.
With his car, you see what happened to his car when he got the motorcycle. That's what made me think of that one. Yeah, the motorcycle. He went out and got the motorcycle because somebody crushed his car in the construction zone. That was pretty cool. So
I named my dog after him, actually, Louis.
Oh yeah. That's cool. That's cool. We have 3 new kittens at home. We just got last night. So.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh.
My dog locked out of our bedroom.
What is this?
Yeah, I'm afraid he's gonna, just
Eat him.
They'll adjust.
Yeah. He's a German Shepherd, and they're little rat kitties. They look like, little.
That you could hold in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, they're just real small things, and I'm afraid he's just gonna pick it up and shake it around. So.
Is he alone with them right now?
No. Well, the door's shut. He can't get in. They're safe. I don't want the SPCA or whatever is coming after me or PETA or. So you guys want to play another tune?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. What are you gonna do for us?
Let's do something upbeat. So let's do Fairy Tale.
This is Acoustic Songs Live from WNJR, and in case you just joined us, we have Broken Fences here in the studio, and they're gonna play another song for us. That's some bluesy stuff there. Yeah, I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, I was tapping my toes. Most of your stuff is so like real mellow and everything, and then that just takes you somewhere else.
Got to throw in the upbeat songs too.
Yeah, because and the singer-songwriter thing, if you're good at what you do, you can really hold somebody's attention just with the craft of writing good songs.
Yeah.
But there are times I've gone to see somebody and I start kind of dozing off a little bit, because maybe they just don't hold the attention of and I know a lot of folks that have said that sometimes to me as a performer, kind of like play some upbeat tunes, So I've got this the whole blues thing that definitely just gets everybody get going, So tell me a little bit about your CD you had released and you guys had recorded here in Pittsburgh and how that all came about and
well, we recorded at Tree Lady Studios in Churchill, Turtle Creek area, and it was actually again Zub.
Yeah, I was just about to say
always.
that.
Does he work there? Is he an engineer there? Or?
He used to be an intern.
He was an intern there in college, and that's how he got to know them. And when we started playing music together, he was our biggest early supporter. I feel like he knew before we did that we were going to be a band. He was like, he kept saying that we were going to make him $1 million.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm not sure how that works. But he's still waiting on that $1 million.
Yeah, so are we.
But he basically lit a fire under our butts. And can I say that on the radio?
Yeah, you can. The list is somewhere, but
I don't normally say butts.
Butts.
And it was his idea to get the Kickstarter going and everything, and he got us meetings at Tree Lady with the engineers there, and Dave Heideck, who was our main engineer and co-producer. We sort of self-produced it, and he also, it was like producer by committee, and he really liked our stuff, and Garrett Haynes, who owns the studio and is the mastering engineer, really liked our stuff, and they wanted to work with us. They wanted to sort of have us on their resume, I guess. So they were willing to give us a pretty substantial discount. I don't know if we would have been able to afford the album that we made if we had paid full price for it.
Yeah.
I also did some piano tunings and continued to do some piano tunings for the studio.
Well, that's cool. That in your whole record was made by your fans. I mean, basically they kicked in
because the Kickstarter and that was also
it.
I mean, Zub, he filmed,
helped us with the video that you put up on Kickstarter.
He filmed that video and helped us edit it, and I mean we did.
He wrote everything for that thing.
Yeah, we did a lot of it ourselves, but he really got us started.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Mark Dingham, he works
Mark
there.
Dingham, he does a lot of production there.
Yeah.
He's coming on next month.
Oh, cool.
Good.
Yeah. We'll have to tune in.
Good.
I've been wanting to get him on here for a while.
We love Mark. We're big Mark fans, and he's a big supporter of us. He hosted our CD release party. He was sort of the MC, and he also played. He opened and everything.
He's a great songwriter. Really.
He's the best.
So after that, you guys had your CD release and all that good stuff, and I just kind of get an idea of where you recorded it and all that good stuff. And so this CD release, and then what did you guys do after that? Like, did you go on a tour?
Well, right after the CD release, the next day or that weekend was the Three Rivers Arts Festival.
Oh, that's right.
And
okay.
We had sort of like a whirlwind experience with that because we knew we were playing on the acoustic stage, months in advance.
Yeah. We were hosting the stage at one
Yeah,
point.
that's right. We hosted that day. We hosted the acoustic stage, but what happened was Paul Luke. I'm not sure if you know Paul. He's a awesome Pittsburgh singer-songwriter who also opened for us at our CD release. He was supposed to open on the main stage for Kathleen Edwards, who was on tour and the main act that night for the Arts Festival. He got sick, and so
He kind of told Dave. There's so many connections between like so many people.
Yeah, right.
They asked us to fill in, and we ended up
basically
playing for thousands of people on the main stage,
And it was
having no idea
incredible.
that was happening until hours before.
Wow.
And the night before had been our CD release, and we're exhausted
I
but
know.
so excited at
It was
the
just
same
so
time.
incredible. Like, that's a sea of like people on a lawn.
Yeah.
There's so many.
That was a
just
really
sitting
unique experience for us.
and looking at you.
Awesome. I bet you that was a nice feeling,
It
huh?
was crazy.
You had your CD release, and then, then the next
Yeah.
day you're
And,
like,
and then
playing.
immediately after that, we did like just a quick three stop tour in Philadelphia, where we played with Bob Beach at the Lansdowne Folk Club, and we played in Lancaster and New York.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. And then
like that.
we came home and sort of regrouped for a little bit, and finished planning our week-long, like 7-day, 7-city, 7-day tour that we did in August. And we did a couple like little trips in between. And we're sort of like at a stage right now where we do a lot of quick, like 2 or 3 city tours, but we definitely are in the planning stages of like a month-long, full-fledged.
yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
And when you have a day job, you can't just go away.
Yeah.
You just
That's the
go.
thing.
Fortunately, we have flexible enough schedules that we can, if we have some advanced time, we can pretty much do whatever we want.
Yeah.
But we also
Yeah.
need to be able to, pay rent.
Pay rent, car
Yeah.
payments.
So you're going to make a video, right? Is that
Yes,
what you
we
were
are.
saying? Okay, tell me about that. What's up with that?
So we're gonna make it for
Don't
actually.
say the song.
Never mind. Why am I not allowed to say?
Because
song?
we haven't announced the song.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
All right.
you could announce it here right now. It's only going out live to maybe 3,000 people. I don't know how many people are listening right
3
now.
million.
So should I announce it? No. Do you want to keep it under wraps?
No.
All right. Well, to get the gist of it is we're finally doing our first video, and we're really excited. We have our director picked out, and he's helping us with the treatment, and we actually have like our whole storyline picked out. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be filmed in Pittsburgh. We have some locations picked out. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be epic, I feel like.
And if
So when people want to know
yeah.
what the song is and what it's going to be,
Yes.
where should they look? Like,
Well, just keep
go to your
tuning
website.
in. Keep tuning into our website. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter, and
we'll-
you'll get the word out. And join our mailing list. Those are
Even
the best
personal
ways
pages.
to. Yeah.
And
I'll
your
probably say it all over mine.
it's brokenfencesband.com.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's our website. And on Twitter, we're at @broken_fences.
Because there's a movie called Broken
I
Fences.
Yeah,
know. We
we
still
know.
have yet to see
Well,
that.
The exciting thing for us, a few weeks ago, we found out. Someone told us that we had passed the movie on Google search.
Oh, yeah.
So
It
now
does
we're
come
the
up.
first thing that
Yeah, it
comes
does.
up.
Yeah, I noticed that. But is that where you got the name? Where'd the name come
No.
from?
Actually, the name came from, we were at a Tree Lady Christmas party, and we were all hanging out, and Mark Dignam was talking to us about, being successful as a band and what you need to do, and he gives all sorts of advice. And he basically said, like, you guys need to come up with a name, because we were just going by Morgan and Guy, and, lame. So, I don't know, I was just staying there listening, and I was just trying to, like, think. It's kind of like a weird moment, because I felt like I kind of zoned out completely, and then just blurted out this name. Did I say Broken Wall
I think you just said
first?
Broken Fences.
Did I?
You just said it, and it was like, there
And
it is.
everyone was like silent.
I think Zoob didn't like it at first.
Oh, of course.
But Mark and I were like, that's it. That's the name. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
But I don't know.
Band
it
names
just
are hard
made
to come up with.
sense. I know.
I was glad that we didn't have to. I mean, I've been in several bands with Zoob in the past.
Aw, no.
And this is an anti-Zoob comment. It's just something that happens with bands. Something we had been
Yeah.
through is going through band name after band name, and then it's just like, who are you if you have had like 5 different band names? You can't keep changing it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
We just
Nirvana
have
did
had
that.
just one. And it
It's
was
a
like-
brand name.
Yeah,
Band
yeah,
name.
yeah.
Yeah. You're branded. Yeah.
But
It's
this
true.
makes sense because we come from very different backgrounds, like different kinds of families. So I just thought, and then like for us to have such a strong connection is like, basically like this wall broke down.
Mhm.
And that's kind of where that comes from.
The meaning behind it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, cool. So do you guys want to play another song?
Sure.
Cool.
Pocket knife. It's called Pocket Knife. Let's do it in the right key.
In case you just joined us, you're listening to Acoustic Songs Live from WNJR at 91.7 FM and streaming live at WNJR.org. And we have Broken Fences in the studio. And I was just giving Guy some time to put his capo in the right place. And so you guys are going to play now. What's the name
Pocket
of it?
Knife.
Pocket Knife.
I can't ever sleep without a pocket knife. I can't have a prayer without an obvious light. I don't want to say that I'm used to it yet, but I can hardly stay awake. Oh no. Oh no. It's harder to fight when they have tied you down. The blood rushes through, flooding this animal town. I can't ever win when I've been cut apart, and there are more of them than me. Oh no. Oh no. Do some more time. If we don't fall apart, but we never change a thing. It's not always right to find a better way. Only the ones that you can safely say. If you can choose the road you're walking on, well, can you take me there with you? Oh no. Oh no. Do some more time. If we don't fall apart, but we never change a thing. But we never change a thing that I say in love. Everything that I say could go anyway in
Wow. Nice.
Thank you.
Nice, nice. There was the one song that you guys did at Acoustic Cafe, and I'm trying to remember what it was. I might be your closer, I'm thinking.
It might
If you
be.
can think of it, it can be our closer.
No, I'm trying to. Yeah, I was just trying to remember what it was. It stuck out. I probably could find it on your website. It's the one that really like got my attention.
Yeah.
And I can't remember. Sorry. I'll listen to the CD.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's coming up? Because we're getting kind of close to the end of the show.
We've got
So
a few shows planned. We have a music video.
Our next big show is October 6th at Thunderbird Cafe with Meeting of Important People and the Color Fleet. And
I'm really excited about that show.
both of those bands are really awesome Pittsburgh bands.
Oh, yeah.
We just went to Meeting of Important People's CD release. I think it's their
So
third
good.
album, second album, or third album, I think. And they're Josh Urbanitz is their lead singer and songwriter, and he's just such a great writer. He's one of our
Good
favorite
guy. Yeah.
writers in the city. And the Color Fleet, we've heard some of their stuff, haven't played with them or met them, but really looking forward to that show.
So that should be good.
They're both local.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Or just clarify.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
both local.
I've heard of Meeting of Important People. Tell them to come on the show. I'd love
Yeah.
that,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd be happy to.
Yeah.
Cool. And you are going to shoot a video, so
Mhm.
we'll keep an eye out
Yeah.
for what that's going to be about. It's kind of like this secret thing. That,
Yeah. Well, if we're going to be recording, filming on a Sunday in October, and we're doing this one scene on a Sunday in October. The specific Sunday hasn't been determined yet, but we need some extras for that scene. So
I kept asking about it because I was just trying to refresh.
if anyone's going to be in Pittsburgh in October and would be interested,
All I will say is it involves walking up a hill.
yes, brokenfencesband@gmail.com. Send us an email with your name and interest level.
Or they can sign up for your email list on
That's
your
right.
site,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's right.
You know, and
We'll do that anyway.
Yeah, let them know like
Yeah.
when the video's coming out. So we have time for like one more song if
Okay.
you want to do
Sure.
one last song.
Sure.
And thank you very much,
Thank you
Guy
for having
and
us.
Morgan, for coming on the show. And
Thanks for
I've
having
really
us.
enjoyed having you guys on. And next week we have City Dwelling Nature Seekers. They're another Pittsburgh band. And we have, if you want to check the schedule, if you go to acousticSongs.com, you'll be able to get a list of all the bands that are coming up here on WNJR. And you can go to WNJR.org and find out more about the radio station. And once again, this is Acoustic Songs Live from WNJR Studios. We're streaming live at WNJR.org and also broadcasting at 91.7 FM.
Slow down, it seems. A reassuring dream. I will let you hold on to me and always knowing what it means. 'Cause falling down is what I found. But wait, 'cause I can't see the silence in the space between us. Slow down, I'm here. Let them all disappear. I will hear your voice always, and you will see my weakest face. 'Cause falling down is what I found. But wait, 'cause I can't see the silence in the space between us. Well, you see the silence in the space between us. But wait, 'cause I can't see the silence in the space between us.